Hi guys, it's your girl Annie here. So I had planned on doing a cooking video today of a dish that I recommended to a friend, and I happened to have all the stuff, so I thought I would do that today. And then our electricity went out. So I had everything I needed in the fridge. Incidentally, our fridge is still working. But what I wanted to do, I couldn't do, so I thought, what about a real life sort of situation, okay? Your electricity goes out, you have to cook by candlelight. Luckily, we have a gas stove, so I can still cook with the gas here and try to make a nice meal for your family or your spouse with no electricity. So that's what we're doing right here. We decided to start shooting already because it's a little bit light still outside and we're not really sure how this is gonna go. So it's an experiment for us as well. So on the menu tonight is going to be a super interesting fancy salad for my better half who doesn't eat so much meat. And then for me, I'm gonna make chicken piccata a la Ina, because it's going to be like a chicken piccata recipe that my friend had posted, Karen Stouffer is her name, had posted for the same other friend. So I'm going to try to do that, but I'm going to make it a little bit with my own twist. So first thing, we're going to start with the chicken, since that's probably going to take the longest. So I've coated the chicken in white flour, just regular old white flour. And I've just got 3 little pieces because I'm the only one that's going to eat that. I've got a frying pan with olive oil. I already put it in there. And then we're just going to cook these bad boys. I should have heated up the pan beforehand, but you know, that's the way we roll here. Real life cooking. Okay, we're going to, you should have seasoned these with salt and pepper. I didn't because I'm going to use bouillon and that's a little bit salty. So if I have to salt, I'll salt afterwards, but we're going to get that going already. We can get rid of that. Okay, now for the salad. Salads don't have to be boring, okay? I love making salads. The fancier the better. So what I did was I made a regular green lettuce base with kind of a fancier middle part with, it's got muesli salad. I don't even know what muesli is in English. A little bit of red cabbage, a little bit of carrot. And these are the kinds of bags of salad you can buy at the store, pre-made. That's what we had in the fridge. So as usual, I'm working with what I have. I know my spouse, I don't know about your spouses, but my spouse, if my wife just only has a salad 2 hours later, she's like, I'm hungry. So I decided to put a little bit more substance in here. So I've hard boiled a couple of eggs, which I'm going to lay out kind of around the top of the salad. And remember, people eat with their eyes, so try to make it cute. Make it cute, girl. Laying these eggs around here like that. Oh, I hear the chicken starting to cook. That's fantastic. Try to make it cute, girl. Okay, then, of course, we've got some sliced, I don't know, they're not cherry tomatoes. What are these, like plum tomatoes, grape tomatoes? I don't know. Cute little tomatoes I'm going to throw in there too. Again, try to make it kind of cute here with the tomatoes. Oops. Around the salad, and I'm trying to work as fast as I can because it's getting dark. Bring those out there, then sprinkle a few in the middle. Let's see how cute that is. Now, okay, next thing I'm going to do is sprinkle the good stuff on top. I'm going to put some nuts on here. These are walnuts. You can use whatever you have, but I think walnuts. Almonds would be nice. Sesame seeds, if you have sesame seeds. Oops, I dropped one. Pumpkin seeds are nice on salad. Any kind of seeds, actually, or nuts. So I'm using walnuts because that's what I had. Okay, now we're going to get a little bit more fancy. I've got some sun-dried tomatoes that I chopped up really fine. And if you haven't had sun-dried tomatoes before, which I guess everybody probably has, probably the only one that didn't discover them until I was an adult, but they're just these little bursts of fantastic flavor. You could also make your own in the summertime if you slice your tomatoes and sort of lay them out in the sun, sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to add some black olive slices to her salad, because there ain't nothing wrong with some black olives. Okay, so look, try to spread it out, make the colors sort of everywhere. I have some chopped garlic because I put that in the sauce, the salad sauce that I made. And then I think very important, the red, I put onion in everything I make, but little red onion on there. Well, I don't even know, maybe it's so dark she won't even see it when she gets to eat it. But lay out the red onion. I love the way, can you see like the white and the red, purplish red? I think that looks fantastic on a salad. So lay that up on there. I'm just gonna check on my chicken here. I don't have a fork handy. Flip those over. Okay, it looks like they're getting there. It's hard to tell without any light. But as everyone knows, make sure your chicken is done all the way through. You can feel it in the middle. If it's not firm and wobbly in the middle, you don't want to mess around with chicken. Make sure it's cooked all the way through. Okay, so we'll leave those on the other side for a bit. Come back to our beautiful salad. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit, just a little bit of garlic on here because I know my wife likes garlic. And there's garlic in the sauce also. Put a little garlic on there. Then, I have these lovely orange slices. I just took a regular orange, took a big knife, kind of cut the peel off of it, and got those sliced up really cute. So we'll lay some orange slices on here. Experiment with your salads. I like to use I like to use fruit. Oh, that's a gross one. Fruit with, you know, mix up salty, sour, sweet. Mix it together. So every bite is kind of a little bit of a adventure. Okay, then last, I took a big thing of Parmesan, and I just shaved off big slices of Parmesan. We're gonna put that in the top. Now, if this were summertime, I'd have a bunch of fresh things in my garden, like parsley or basil or whatever I would have that I would also use on top of here, but it's not summertime. It's middle of November. So that's what we're gonna be able to do with that. Okay, again, top it a little bit of color on here. Make it look cute. And put a couple nuts on there. Okay, so that's the salad. And you can see there, sorry I have a limp, my knee is driving me crazy. I made a homemade salad. Those of us from America, we're used to pre-made salad dressing. You know, you have ranch and French and all these things that you just buy at the store. Try to make your own dressing. I make my own dressing now, and it's really good. And this, I put balsamic vinegar, apple cider vinegar, mayonnaise, mustard, just a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of mustard, fresh garlic, some Italian seasoning, salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder. I think that's it. And then shake it up really well and let that cool down in your fridge. And nothing's better than fresh homemade. So that'll be the dressing for that. So that's that. Now, come back to my chicken, and this feels like, can you see, I'll show you the candle over here. Okay, so the chicken's looking pretty good. So we're going to take that out of the pan altogether. Put this one. Okay, now, what you have to do to make the piccata sauce, whoops, good. Turn this down. Okay, so you have the drippings from the chicken. Oh my God, it smells so good. Doesn't it smell good? Are you not talking because you're being professional? Okay, so keep that like that for a second. I'm going to grab some butter, or actually I'm going to use some margarine. Okay, you want to throw a pat of margarine in here, or butter, whatever you have. Put a pretty big pat in there. Okay, let that melt down. Then to make the sauce, normally you would use white wine, but as everyone, if anyone knows me, I don't always have white wine, but I always have Prosecco. So we're gonna put in a little Prosecco in here. To deglaze the pan. With that nice pat of butter. And then what I have in here is some bouillon, or some stock. I didn't have stock, so I made a little bouillon. So we're gonna put the bouillon in here. Okay. That looks about good. And we're gonna let that sort of thicken up. Just sauce. Now that little bit of flour that's left over in the bottom of the pan from the outside of the chicken will make the sauce thicken up. And then traditional piccata has just some capers in there, okay? And that would be basically your whole sauce. But because I had all of this stuff ready from the salad, this is what makes it a la Ina. I'm gonna throw a little red onion in there. Again, this is not typical chicken piccata, but it's always, like everything I do, a little bit Ina style. Throw a little garlic in there, okay? I'm gonna throw the rest of these olives and sun-dried tomatoes in there. Okay, turn that up a little bit. Okay, and that still is a little bit loose. That needs to thicken up a little bit. Put a little bit more butter in there. Okay, now, because I'm going to serve it over pasta, so I pre-prepared a little bit of pasta. Throw in that delicious sauce. Where's my spoon here? Mix that into the sauce. Oh my God, it smells so good. And then we're going to throw our little chicken pieces in here. I'm going to let the sauce cook down a little bit, and I'm going to let these little chicken pieces absorb some of that sauce. Now, in theory, you would put this in a plate and then make it nice with parsley and stuff like that. But again, we have no electricity and I have nothing fresh in my garden, and I had to just make this with what I had in my fridge and in my kitchen already. So this is basically how I'm going to serve it. I'm going to let this sauce cook down a little bit, let the pasta absorb all this goodness, and serve it with these delicious chicken slices on top. And that's my chicken piccata a la Ina, as well as my beautiful, colorful, hopefully delicious salad for my wife. And yeah, so just because your electricity goes out doesn't mean you have to order pizza. See what you have, see what you can use. I mean, we even talked about throwing the grill on tonight to throw some stuff on the grill. So experiment, see what happens, have some fun with it. If you have the time and you have some stuff in your fridge, see what happens. So I hope that nobody throws up when they eat this. I hope it's good. And anyway, if you make some, you have a little disaster at your house and you make something like I did by candlelight, make a video, send it to me. I'd be interested to see what you make at home. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.